I just helped this creator gain over 100,000 followers, this creator over 300,000 followers, and this creator over 800,000 followers. And by the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what they're doing correctly so that you can copy it, implement it into your account, and boom, blow up your TikTok account and start getting paid for posting. Because here's the deal. In 2025, TikTok is going to pay content creators more money than any other platform. And if you don't have at least 10,000 followers on TikTok, you're gonna miss out on making money from TikTok every single time that you post. The first thing that you need to make sure that you're doing is you need to understand how the TikTok algorithm actually works, because the TikTok algorithm doesn't care about how many followers you have, and it doesn't care about how good your past post did. Instead, every single post on TikTok is judged individually. This is why you could get a creator with only 1,000 followers that gets 10 million views, or you could get a creator with 15 million followers that only gets 10,000 views, because TikTok is going to be solely judging the individual posts that you just created. And there are essentially three things that they're looking for. One, that your content is on a topic that people are interested in today. Two, that your content is in the ideal format that those individuals want to view that piece of content. And three, that your content is actually the ideal length. So let's go through all of these so you can know exactly how to do these things. So essentially what you want to do is you want to go on TikTok and you want to use the computer app. It could be on a laptop, it could be on a desktop, you could even do this on an iPad, it doesn't matter. And you want to be able to search for things before you actually end up posting about them. Because here's the deal. If you do a search for something and don't see a bunch of videos that are doing well, you should not post about that thing on TikTok. For example, I'm going to type in right now, New Year's plans, because New Year's is coming up. Now, if we type this in, we're going to see that this video one day ago got 5,000 views. This video 4 days ago got 180,000, 1 week ago 11,000, 1 day ago 1,400, 6 days ago 4,000 views. So what you're going to see is that some of these videos are doing really well, but you'll also see a bunch of other videos that aren't doing that well. Now this is going to show you two things. One, that you should create content that is in the same format and on the same length as the top performing videos, but also that you might want to come up with a different topic for your post. For example, maybe you were going to type in drone right here because there are drone sightings all over the United States recently that are getting a lot of reach. Like this video, 1 day, 4.9 million views. 1 day, 30 million views. 3 days, 85,000 views. 18 hours ago, 292,000 views. In fact, there are no videos on that topic really that have done really well besides this one that is a drone for sale that kind of actually has nothing to do with what these videos are about. So if you created a video on this topic and did it in the lengths that are doing well and did it in the formats that are doing well, guess what would end up happening? You would more likely than not end up going viral and getting more views than you could have ever imagined, simply because you did research before you actually posted about whatever you're going to create content on. The second thing that you need to make sure that you're doing is you need to start expanding the length of your content, because TikTok just increased the engagement window that you have to be focused on. And this means that really only long form content on TikTok is going to get pushed out in the future. Let me explain. So the way that TikTok used to work is they wanted 70% of people to watch the first 3 seconds of your video, but they've changed this. Now they want 70% of people to watch the first 15 to 20 seconds of your video. And this has two implications. One, that you need to increase the length of your content, ideally over 60 seconds long, in order to be able to hit that, or you need to make sure that you are keeping people for more than 100% watch time if you're creating a short video. For example, if you made a 5-second video, you would need to get people to watch that video, the average person, to watch that video 3 times. Now this is incredibly unfeasible and more likely than not going to happen. So the easiest way for you to be able to get around this is just increase the length of your content. And I know what you're thinking right now, but Rob, doesn't this mean that I'm going to spend more time creating content on TikTok? But that's not actually the case, because TikTok came out with a new feature and a new post type that you could be using to take advantage of not spending that much time creating TikTok content. But I'll share more on that in just a little bit. Because I also need to make sure that you're focused on increasing the storytelling that you're putting within your content. And the way that you're going to do this is you need to think about your videos in different segments. For example, if you made a 30-second video, it would actually just be 2 15-second videos stacked on top of each other and have a rehook at the 15-second mark. Or if you were uploading a 60-second video, it would actually be 4 15-second videos that have a rehook each time, because people don't have that long of an attention span. So you need to keep giving them a new reason to continue watching the video, or keep referring back to the main reason that they started watching the content in the beginning. Now, the third thing that you need to make sure that you're doing is you need to make sure that you have alignment between your descriptions and between your hashtags, because otherwise TikTok isn't going to know what your content's actually about. It's going to get shown to the wrong people when you initially upload your content, and boom, your content's going to get killed in its tracks. In fact, it will never get views, and this could actually get you stuck in 300 view jail. But lucky for you, today's video sponsor Metricool makes it incredibly easy to make sure you have the perfect description and the perfect hashtags every single time that you post on TikTok. Because metrical allows you to search for the best hashtags on TikTok, and they allow you to write your description with AI that is basically automatically going to hit the keywords that you need to hit, and you can even control the length of that description and the tone that it's written in. So if you want to make sure that you're using the perfect hashtags every single time that you post and your description's perfect, so TikTok actually shows your content to the right people, I strongly suggest that you go to the pinned comment below and sign up for 30 days access to any of Metrical's premium plans with code Robert. And the value with Metrical doesn't stop there, because Metrical is also going to allow you to plan out your posts in advance. And unlike other scheduling apps for TikTok, this isn't going to decrease your reach. In fact, I see so many small accounts just like yours schedule out their posts on TikTok and get stuck in 200 to 300 view jail because they're using a scheduler that TikTok doesn't actually approve of. But you don't have to worry about that with Metrical. So Metrical not only is going to help you increase your reach, get more followers, but also save time with creating content on TikTok. So what are you waiting for? Go to that pinned comment below and get 30 days free access to any of Metrical's premium plans with code Robert. So the fourth thing that you need to make sure that is happening every single time that you upload a video to TikTok is you need to make sure that you have at least 10 to 15% of people that like your content end up following your page. Because if not, the TikTok algorithm is going to think that they're showing your content to the wrong people, and you're going to be missing out on getting more followers, missing out on getting more views, and ultimately missing out on making more money on TikTok. Because I cannot emphasize this enough. The opportunity to make money on TikTok is crazy right now, and it is only going to get crazier as we move into 2025. Because they are focused on helping creators make as much money as humanly possible, and probably the easiest platform to go full time on right now is going to be TikTok, because they have so many different built-in opportunities for you to be able to monetize your page. But in order to make sure that 10 to 15% of people are actually following your page, you need a really strong call to action in your content. And here's how you can do that really simply using AI. So here's basically exactly what you want to do. You want to have the topic of your content. For example, let's say that you are going to do a post about the chilling scale of New Jersey drone activity revealed. So what I would do is I'd come over to ChatGPT, and you could do this with the free version, and say this: I am making a post on TikTok, and I want to include a call to action to get people to follow me. Ideally, 10 to 15% of my viewers should hit follow. Give me 2 to 3 call to actions for content about all of the drone activity in New Jersey. So what I would do is I type this into ChatGPT. This is going to go ahead and it's going to spit out 3 different call to actions that are really good. For example, if you want to stay up to date on all the crazy drone activity happening in Jersey, hit follow. You don't want to miss what's flying next. Now I would get rid of this last part, but what you could actually do instead is say, these are great. Please shorten them and make them even more enticing. So what that's going to do is it's going to shorten them up, and it's going to make them even more enticing. For example, now it's spit out these 3 different ones, and they're focused on 3 different things: interactive incentive, future value, and a curiosity hook. And you can implement this into your content to skyrocket the amount of followers that you're getting. And now the final and most important thing that you need to make sure that you're taking advantage of on TikTok right now are the 3 things that they are pushing like crazy. The first thing that they're pushing like crazy are filters. There are trending filters now on TikTok, and what you're going to be able to do is add these filters into your content, and guess what it does? It instantly increases the reach that you get, because TikTok understands the creators that use those filters on their content get more views, get more engagement. So when you use it in your content, boom, you start to get more reach. The second thing that you could do is start posting stories more on TikTok. In fact, you should be posting stories 1 to 2 times a day, because TikTok recently revamped stories, and now they have stories 2.0. And what does this mean? You can post on your stories, and this content is going to get shown on your story, it's going to get shown on your profile, and it could show up on the For You page, and you're not going to get penalized if it doesn't do well. So what you should be doing is testing new hooks, testing new content here, and this is going to help you reach more people on TikTok. In fact, if one of your stories gets a lot of views, it actually makes your next post on TikTok eligible to get more reach too. And then the third and final thing that you need to make sure that you're doing is taking advantage of carousel posts. I cannot emphasize this enough. Carousel posts are by far the easiest way for you to get followers on TikTok really fast right now. For example, I recently helped this small account right here blow up, and now they can make a full-time living from TikTok. They gain over 140,000 followers. And if we look, they're selling something at the link in their bio, and almost all of their content are carousels, and they get an insane amount of views. I mean, this post right here was literally done 3 days ago. It got over 500,000 views. This one over 100,000, this one over 10,000, but they just uploaded this one recently, so it might actually increase in views. And all this is they put a trending sound, they have a really good hook in their carousel, and their carousels are only 3 to 4 slides, so a ton of people end up making it all the way through to the end. And if you implement this into your content strategy, 1, it's going to help you reach new people, and 2, it's going to help skyrocket the amount of followers that you get because these posts take almost no time to create. Now, if you're serious about growing faster on TikTok and you want to be able to make a full-time living from TikTok in the future, I would strongly suggest that we work together one-on-one to help you grow quicker on TikTok. The same exact way that I helped this creator gain over 140,000 followers, this creator over 80,000 followers, and this creator over 400,000 followers. In fact, I want to work with you one-on-one to help you too by telling you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use, and so much more specifically for your account. But there is one catch. There are only a few spaces available, so if you want to learn more about that, I'd strongly suggest check out this video right here that shows you the 3 different ways that we can work together, so I can guarantee I can help you grow quicker on TikTok so you can finally monetize your account.